Perfect. Fucking right.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good, bro. I feel you. My personal account got just deleted completely because I was talking shit too. So it's
Yeah, I said someone said I should fight someone, and I said I would kill him, and then it did that to me.
that's perfect. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I called Ellen DeGeneres a pedophile and tagged her, and they deleted me.
Of course.
So how the fuck you doing, man?
Good, man. Just finished up at the gym. Just got back today. Took a few days off, so it feels good to be back.
Do you go back and chill with family for a bit after a fight, or do you just hang out at the house, or what's the
Yeah,
routine there?
I've been chilling at my girlfriend's family has a farm, so I've been staying out there since the fight, just kind of relaxing, taking it easy. They got a pool and a hot tub, so
Fuck yeah.
chilling out there, yeah. And then I'm going back this weekend to see my family. They live a couple hours away from me, so
Okay, still in Alberta though.
yeah, they're in Edson.
Nice. My aunt
Yeah.
lives in Pigeon Lake, and I used to live in Banff, so I'm no stranger to Alberta. Love.
Okay.
I'll be in Calgary actually next month or in 2 weeks. So
Where do you live?
I live in Winnipeg.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, man. Yeah, it's cool to see the sport continue to grow. Like you'd think we'd be already here with the sport, but we're just getting started. It seems.
It's crazy, especially in Canada. Like
Yeah.
I've been hearing they were trying to go to Vancouver, Quebec, Toronto. Everybody's turning it down though. Nobody wants to sanction bare knuckle.
hmm Dude, nobody
Like,
even wants to sanction kickboxing.
yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, we can't even have fights in Edmonton, like because of that Tim Hag ordeal that happened like a few years back. They've been banned ever since.
Uh,
That's why it's all good at the River Cree, because it's native land, right? So they can do
that's
what they want.
I work with a company called Muay Thai World Cup, and they do the Road to One Championship, so they get guys to
Yeah.
go to there. But I was going to bring it up actually because I was watching one of your previous interviews, and I know you're at a great gym right now at Wolfhouse. There, you got great coaches. But if you want a second mind, it never hurts as well to have another outside look. There's a gentleman that moved from the UK. He runs this Muay Thai World Cup show, and he's got like 20 champs under his belt. He's an awesome coach. And I wouldn't just bring it up lacklusterly. I'll shoot you his information after if that's something that you're interested down the line. He's 30 minutes north of Calgary in Bragg Creek.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I'll be sticking with the Wolf House
that's
guys.
good. That's good.
So
Yeah,
that's where I started.
yeah. No, it's not in a sense to leave, but if you're ever just like down that way, if you want to.
If I'm ever down in Calgary, I need to get some
Yeah,
training. Definitely would check it out.
fuck yeah, man. So how'd you get connected with BKFC? You just saw the prospects and shot them a message, or?
Yeah, so they hosted the tryouts, because they do those tryouts for their prospect series. They hosted it at Wolf House in Edmonton at our gym.
Nice.
So honestly, I had no interest in doing bare knuckle. I wanted to just box. I kind of thought bare knuckle was a little crazy. And then I heard about the tryouts. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll go to the tryouts. And then they ended up picking a couple of us. Me and Chad were on they have a TV show, and they interview, and they do like what did they took us to this like it was like an acting place. We did some like just like some for fun acting and stuff. It was all part of the show.
Yeah.
So they picked a couple of us to be on that. So it was pretty cool. I got to be on the TV show, and then I performed super well at the tryout. So obviously I made it. And then yeah, we're 2 fights deep now.
That's exciting, man. And especially when you get a finish like that, that was a movie like finish, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight, man. Fuck, I knocked him down in the first round there, and I was like right off the bat, and I was like, holy fuck, like I'm gonna finish this quick.
Yeah.
And then I went down, and then I was like, Jesus, this is a fucking fight. So yeah, went back and sat in my corner, and my coaches Ryan and Parvez, they told me like, yeah, fuck, man, you got to keep your hands up, you got to sit down, and you got to come at this guy. And yeah, I remember just straight off the bat in the second round, I just came at him and I fucking put him out quick.
It was funny, man, because I got home from work. I was like, oh, fuck, BKFC is on. And I've spoken with some fighters from there before, Christine Faria, Jake Bostwick,
Yeah.
Doolittle, some of those guys love it. And I haven't been watching recently. So the funny thing is, I threw it on and it was the beginning of your fight. So I see you get knocked down. I'm like, oh my God, This shit's already insane. You come back. I'm like, this is the first fight I get to see coming back to the sport after not watching for a couple weeks. Madness.
Sucked your 8 back in, I bet. Hey.
That's the main reason why I wanted to speak with you, man, because it's like those are the those are the guys that are stars. Like Canada, so Canada's like starving for a fucking athlete, combat sports athlete star. We need one. I could tell you right now off the top, like I not to I do all the coverage, but I follow the sport pretty damn close. MMA, Muay Thai, kickboxing, BKFC boxing. In Canada right now, man, it's hard. It's hard to name 2 or 3 stars. I'm talking stars that have that power. Like when you call that out after the fight, I'm gonna be a motherfucking star. Bring me to the States. That gets us so fired up, man, because the sport and the country needs it. It does.
Yeah, we need it, man. It's like there isn't really anyone right now to look up to here. Like, like I look up to my coach a lot, Ryan Ford. Like he's pretty big star in Canada as a
Mhm.
fighter. But, he's on the tail end of his career, maybe has a few fights left, and then
Mhm.
after him, it's like someone's got to take his place. So fuck, who better to do that than one of his students?
Yeah, especially if they're putting it out there and putting it on like that and doing it in disgusting fashion in a badass organization. And your timing couldn't be more perfect with McGregor signing on this.
Yeah, man, that happened. Like, yeah, after my first fight, he signed on with the BKFC. Fuck, it's gonna blow up even more now because of him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So hopefully it gets sanctioned in more places. But even if not, like they're making it happen regardless. Feldman's
I
making
hope.
it happen.
I know Jade Wong, she fights for the BKFC women's belt this weekend against Ferreira.
Yeah, yeah,
And I hope she wins because I'm really hoping that if she can bring the BKFC title back to Canada, fuck, Canada's gonna have to start sanctioning. Like we have one of the champions out of our country, so
yeah,
you're gonna have to sanction events having one of the champions here.
yeah, 100%. Fuck, that's a tough fight, man. Faria is ruthless.
Yeah, that is a tough fight, but fuck, if she can do it, like that could really help us in Canada for
Yeah,
bare knuckle.
yeah, and it is bare knuckle, so who knows? Any shit can happen in this sport. It's funny because I I grew up with boxing, fell in love with the UFC, and then when I started watching BKFC, it's like there's more violence per minute than any fighting you can find.
Yeah, it's just a sprint, and it just looks so deadly because there's so much blood and everything. But honestly, they have kept a lot of data, and they've done like lots of research, and it proves that it's a lot less dangerous than boxing and MMA. Like you think about it, in a boxing glove, man, you got 2-3 inches of gauze on your hand, and then you got a glove on top. You can load your punches up and generate so much more force than you can with a bare knuckle. Like bare knuckle,
Yeah,
man, you load up and you hit hard like that, you fucking feel it in your hand. And you're like, holy shit, I'm not gonna hit that hard again.
yeah, yeah, that's very true, and especially with that concussive force, yeah, of the gloves too, adding that much more. That's and
People don't look at it like that though. They look at it like they see the cuts, they see the blood. They're like, this must be so dangerous. Like that's why I feel like they don't want to sanction it here. But statistically, boxing is way worse for your brain, man. Like 12 rounds of repeated getting your like, sure, you get hit, you don't get cut, you don't get knocked down, whatever, but your brain is still rattling inside your head, right?
yeah, yeah, and I think the knowledge of of combat sports in general is just trash because then all of it would be sanctioned. If MMA is sanctioned, then everything else should be sanctioned. There's no ifs,
Exactly.
ands, or buts around it.
100%, man. But I mean, fuck you. A guy could be half out on the ground, and you could pound his head in for an extra 5 to 10 seconds before they call the fight. Like, if you
Yeah,
can sanction that, why can't you sanction bare knuckle?
exactly. Um, was there like a school fight or something when you were a kid that like you were like, I'm gonna be a fighter, or did it just
I,
kind of
I
come
was
naturally?
I was always fighting growing up, man. I grew up with a mentally handicapped sister, and I grew up in Edson, Alberta, so it was like a little kind of hick town.
Mm,
I used to get made fun of a lot for it, and so I was always getting in fights because of that. And then, I started fighting a lot in high school, middle school, and then, if there's anything going on with my buddies, they know I'm the fighter, so I was always fighting for everyone. So yeah, I was just. It's funny. I played hockey, but I was a goalie in hockey, so I didn't fight in hockey. I
yeah.
was always just fighting on the street.
Damn, dude. Well, good on you for just that's that's the big brother. That's the protecting the honor of the family, that kind of shit. That shit cuts so deep too, man.
Oh
Like
yeah,
people just say
used to drive me
words,
crazy.
bro. I couldn't imagine, man. Like I make fun of my brother, but like, that's only for me to do. Like I feel
Yeah,
you.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Fuck, man. So, did you have an amateur like I know you got the belt back there. Is that kickboxing, boxing, or
Yeah, that's boxing. So I had 16 amateur boxing fights.
damn?
Pretty good record. I had 13 wins and 3 losses. And then yeah, I won the Alberta provincials. I've won the Alberta Golden Gloves twice in 2 different weight classes. And then last December I had my pro boxing debut down in Los Cabos, Mexico.
Oh no shit.
And then yeah, we had the BKFC tryouts. I think it was in November. And then I made the BKFC, but they weren't coming till March. So then I went down and had my pro boxing debut. I wanted to get in there before I have my bare knuckle debut. So yeah, I
Yeah.
had my pro boxing debut, and then I had my bare knuckle debut right after that.
Fucking rights, man. Would you still take a pro boxing fight? Are you still looking to go that route, or are you wanting to stick to
Yeah,
bare
yeah,
knuckle?
yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See what kind of offers there are. I mean, I'd like to stick with bare knuckle, but if I don't get into the states here, I want to get one more fight by the end of the year.
Yeah.
They're not coming back to Canada. I'm hearing next May in the
Oh,
new
shit.
year. So if I don't get something in the states by the end of the year, I'll probably take a boxing fight here somewhere. Assuming if I get the contract and that's allowed, then yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably do that.
Nice, nice. I know Unify or United Boxing. They do a couple shows a year, a couple good shows. And they usually have IBF titles on the line or something like that. It's a pretty damn good show. Same thing with Unified Boxing. I think they just did their
Yep.
last one in Alberta as well. Um,
Yeah.
there's a
I
couple.
saw that.
It's nice to see, man. It's so hard. The promoting side of it is so hard in a country like this. So
Yeah.
to
No.
have them push, it's nice. It fucking sucks that we don't have more of it, but
Yeah, it does suck. It's like Edmonton was such a big boxing city for so long, and then ever since that thing went down with Tim Hague, it's just kind of been gone. I think that unified boxing was one of the first pro boxing events there, and then my coach has the real what is it called? Real Combat League boxing.
saw that.
So
Yeah,
that runs as his league. I think his show was the first boxing show in Edmonton. I think it was like 6 months ago. It was the first one in Edmonton since the Tim Hague fight. So it'd been gone for like 4 or 5 years.
I'm going to Calgary for the launch of WBC Canada, so we're bringing it back. It's
Oh,
coming
so
back.
for boxing?
Yeah, for World Boxing Council Canada. Yeah, man. The
Oh
same guy
wow,
that I
crazy.
told you about. He's the Canada guy for WBC.
Okay.
For both Muay Thai and boxing. So originally he was bringing out Roberto Duran, and they were going to do an amateur tournament. They're still
Oh
doing a
wow.
tournament, but Duran couldn't make it. I'm not sure why. He might have said no mas. No, I shouldn't make that joke. But yeah, that's it's going to be the beginning of something good. So at least we're getting amateur. As soon as that Canada Cup, it's the WBC Canada Cup, so it's an amateur tournament. But
That's huge.
yeah, it is. So as soon as that really gets going, I'm hoping it greases the wheels for pro. I'm in Manitoba, and my plan is to run the Muay Thai World Cup Manitoba show. So just trying to open up the provinces, and I'll be doing the show on native land here as well at a casino. So that's the only way to get around it.
Yeah, that is the best way to get around it.
Yeah,
But that's the thing. I know BKFC, like they want to do an actual BKFC event, not a prospects.
yeah, yeah,
You need to find somewhere that's going to allow it, and it's got to be a bigger venue than River Cree.
yeah.
So hopefully they'll find something, and then we'll have an event here in the new year and have the actual BKFC show. But I'm think for sure I'll end up in the States before then, anyways.
Oh yeah, yeah. They'll especially when you put on a performance like that and then ask for it. Like tell the promotion, you tell the promoter, like, listen, like this is you want this, give me the opportunities and I'll give you that.
Yeah, exactly. Like they told us at our first fight, so the fight back in March, that we were fighting for a contract, and then we all won. Nobody got a contract. I
Mm.
get it. My fight was a little weird. I don't know if you saw my first fight.
It did.
I hit the guy. He like fell into me, and I turned him off me, and then he faked a fucking ankle injury and acted like he was hurt. So
Yeah.
I still got the win, which was good. But I think it was good to have a fight like last weekend to kind of redeem myself and show that this is where I belong.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the ankle thing, that could be such a for someone on the business side of things, like, oh, look at the, it was a weird finish. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But then there's no denying. There's no denying you after that. So that's
Yeah,
fucking awesome,
exactly.
man.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen next.
Fucking rights. Um, Traveling wise, have you done some traveling on your way up? Like you were in Mexico, you said Los Cabos, was it? For the pro
Yeah,
boxing. Where else have you been, or has there been any spots that you want to go back to, even in general, not professionally?
like fighting wise.
But fighting wise, or even just to chill.
Yeah, I'm actually going to Costa Rica in the new year with my girlfriend. So that'll be nice. I've never been there before.
That sounds sick.
That trip to Los Cabos for my pro debut for boxing, that was the first time I've actually ever been to Mexico. So I'd like to go back to Mexico. Everybody seems like everybody's been there so many times. That was my first time. So
And you're going to
I'd
fight,
like
yeah,
to go
not
back
just to
there.
chill, yeah.
I'd be down to even fight down there again. Like the show I fought on was pretty big. Like you hear a fight, there's so much boxing in Mexico. You hear about a fight there, and you just think it's going to be in some little underground basement type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But the one I fought on was good, man. It was at an arena. They have a pro basketball team, so it was in a big arena. It was fucking packed full. It was a pretty crazy show to have my first pro fight on. It was awesome.
fuck yeah, man, that is sick. How old
Yeah,
are you?
like what's that?
How old are you?
27.
27. Damn. Yeah, you're right in there. Right in the
Yeah.
pocket.
Prime age now, man. I
Yeah.
gotta. That's why, like, I'm a barber on the side. Also,
Okay.
I owned a barber shop with another guy. Like, I think I sold just under a year ago, and I kind of just decided, like, I was so busy with the barber shop. It's hard to keep up with training, and it's just too many feet in one door.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'm at the age now where I have to go all in on this or just don't do it at all. So I was like, I'm gonna sell the shop. I just cut hair at home on the side now. Like where I am right now, this is my little home barber shop.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go all in on the fighting thing, man. Like it's kind of you got one opportunity and one age to do it. So I'm like, now's the time to go all in, and then I'll never look back with any regret, you know?
Why the fuck not, man? Why the fuck not? Especially when you could die any day, any day. Any day could be your last.
Exactly.
Fucking any terrible shit that could go down that could even take you away from the sport that you might not have the time for. So that is
Exactly.
good on you for taking that. That's a fucking giant leap, bro. So good on you, man. That's
Thanks. Yes,
yeah,
now or never. I gotta fucking do it. I don't want to fucking not do it, and then 10 years look back and be like, "Fuck, I should have went for it." You know?
yeah, yeah. Well, that's dude. With all the fighters I've spoken with, all the athletes I've spoken with, that's the ones that are on their way up to a title or on their way up to superstardom or whatever their route may be. That's the mindset they have. It's now or never. Fuck everything else. So.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
Fuck yeah, bro. Well, I know you're a busy man, so I won't keep too much of your time. But is there any sponsors or your coaches or anyone you want to thank on the outside of that?
Yeah, just shout out to Wolfhouse, man. That gym brought me up and made me who I am. My coach Parvez, my coach Ryan, those guys. Like, I can't wait to just keep making them proud and fucking keep building all of our names, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's sick. Yeah, when you got a home gym that you can put on the map that they're proud of you, you're proud of representing them. It just you build each other up and it just gets better and better. And that's like those gyms like City Kickboxing or like American Top Team or wherever that have these guys that are just grinding off of each other and creating champions. And again, it's nothing else. There's no bullshit. It's just the work and that's it.
That's how it should be. That's how it's supposed to be.
Fuck yeah. Well, as soon as you got any fight news or anything you want to share, give us a shout and we'll share it.
Yeah, I will.
And,
For sure. Thanks so much for having me, man.
dude, appreciate you, man. Keep training and can't wait to see you in there again.
Will do, bro.
Cheers.
Take care.